that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Lauren, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah? Can I really impress the class, star Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Lauren, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Why do I have a feeling my character's gonna be a stereotypical teenage boy and like miss some fucking signals?
Oh, he's gonna miss every signal. She's already trying to fuck, and he ain't fucking it yet.
Okay. So, the gist is, you can pick 20 words. You have to try and write something with those words that's gonna impress the girls. And I'm pretty sure they jump if you pick a word that they like. So you have to sort of guess their personalities. So, we can either kind of make them all kind of like a poem, we could just pick one that we want to fuck.
Yuri.
Yuri? Wanna fuck Yuri?
Yeah.
What do we feel like
Them
Yuri?
shy bitches is always crazy and good. Philosophy, I reckon she'd like
Philosophy?
that.
Yep, that was a Yuri.
Yeah? Yeah?
Oh,
Damn it.
Damn it.
You did say you like horrors. Yeah, nice. Nice. Massacre. Yuri's fucked. I do death. Damn it. Who are we impressing? Oh, so Yuri.
No.
Yeah, but
yeah,
we
that's
keep
Yuri.
accidentally impressing her.
Yeah.
What else?
Parfait.
Sure. She says you like fantasy worlds too. What are like vibrant?
Yep.
Adventure. Oh, who likes last? Oh, Yuri. Yeah, Fickle will do. Oh, she likes Fickle. Melancholy, I reckon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Boop.
It's gonna be.
Oh yeah. Judgment.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
Hi again, Lauren. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Lauren. To chew my eyes. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Say, you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Oh, she's gonna cut my dick off.
I don't like it. It's sassy.
You love sassy.
You too sassy. Yuri's my gal. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Why is manga like so embarrassing? It's not hentai.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Because she's a fucking weeb.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Why does all of her texts have a squiggly line? Lauren always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
Oh, lines are like, don't worry guys, it's gonna be okay.
That's what I kept doing for her. He helps me with my busy work. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Oh god, she's gonna fuck us. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lauren can become good friends too.
I didn't realize I was a dude when I put my own name in here as well. Like, just like, what's your name? That's my name. Sayori. I don't know what noise to make for that. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! You even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, you. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. I'm getting some ass.
Oh my god, my legs would be open if you said that. Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a gun and kills me.
It's so dead.
Game over.
Columbine the sequel.
It wasn't a gun, it was a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Not accidental, she knows what she's doing, the witch.
Like, her voice makes me dizzy because it's so breathy and I'm not breathing. I'm a little lightheaded. Sorry.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave to me, right?
Mm-hmm. It was the sassy black woman. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... no, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Is it that she bought the book for me? Because it's that obvious.
Yeah.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Is this foreshadowing for this?
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lauren?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories can be really weird. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to their protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
I thought you were going to tell me like she touches herself at night, or she...
I was like ready for like I'd kill children.
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen.
You're just saying all the right things to try and get laid here.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
getting...
that's fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna get me...
She can say I'm a serial killer and say, oh, that's fine.
I'm gonna get me that pussy.
Good dim and McTeenies.
Gotta see if the carpet matches the drapes.
Oh. Ooh, yes.
It's a literature club after all.
That's... Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah?
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Oh, sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Ah!
To turn the page.
Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page for me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all other things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Lauren, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Yeah?
I guess I more meant that's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's time we share today's poem with each other.